Ann.
I'm Jeannie.
And we're the Loose Thread Stitchers. Today is Thursday, January 12th. This is video number 12. We're getting close to our year anniversary, which is January 19th.
Correct, yep.
Right, so we're just a week off. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has commented on my husband's brain surgery. He's doing extremely well. We went yesterday for a little tweaking session, and the doctor's very happy with everything.
They did find a brain, huh?
Yeah, he has a brain. He is...
Sorry, I'm sorry. Tom.
No. He is just... It's amazing. That's all I have to say. His left side is so loose. His voice projects more now. He's not as stiff. He walks way better. His tremor has totally stopped. It's just stopped.
Even his attitude, huh?
Yeah, his attitude. And I even told the doctor yesterday, even though people always ask you, are you depressed? Because when you have a disease, that can play with you. And he'd always say no to the doctor, no to me, but I really do think he had some depression going on because he's different now. He talks more. He's interacting with the grandchildren a lot more. He is just He
wants to go out and about with you everywhere.
Yeah, he goes grocery shopping with me. He does everything with me now, and he didn't used to just sit in the chair at home. So it's amazing isn't really good enough. But when we saw the doctor yesterday, his right side shakes, so now we've started the process to get the right side done. And she's very happy with his progress, with the way he went through surgery. And she said most Parkinson's patients get the other side done from 6 months to a year after they have the first side done. She's had 3 patients that went up to 10 years before they had to do the other side.
Wow.
Because it just depends. Everybody's Parkinson's journey is different. And his right side is shaking quite a bit, and that's his dominant side. So I can't say he's excited about it, but he said I did good. He said I'd like to keep going. So I'm very happy about that. And his ankle, he went to the ankle doctor and they released him. So
does this mean no more online shopping for you?
Probably not. No more stress, or at least a little stress. I'll always have some reason to shop, but I am just very happy. He's like a different man. And
answered prayers.
Yes, and I kind of thought I lost the husband I knew, but he's showing up in there. So I'm very happy. So thank you so much for all your kind comments. It's been very nice. Weather-wise, we're winter. I call it the dog days of winter in January because it's just cold and snowy, and that's just the way it is here.
Yeah, but then you got snow day stitches.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot in the house now. This is when I kind of dig through closets and do all that kind of junk when I don't want to do it in the summertime because you can be outside. So I do all these little projects now in the wintertime when you can't be outside. So it works.
Or some days it's just stitching and sewing.
Yeah, it is. I do take a couple days a week where I kind of go down early and start stitching early or sewing early. And so that's nice. And you don't have to feel bad about it because you wouldn't be outside anyway.
You don't have to feel bad about it ever.
No.
Ever.
You gotta hang around with this lady. She tells you like it is, or like it should be.
In my world?
Yeah, in your world, which is good.
Except my husband had, I call it falling off his snowmobile. He said he was kind of thrown. He hit some ice and his snowmobile turned, but he hurt his ribs. And so, yeah, he can't shovel. He can't lift his arms to put feed in the bird feeder or, yeah. So, oh well, I go out and do that, my duty, get my steps in, and then stitching time.
Yep, that's your reward. Jeannie's a big reward. If you ever want to learn about rewards, this is a woman to talk to, because anything we do, if you go to the doctor, the dentist, if you have to get your eyes checked, you get a reward afterwards. And that's what gets you through it. And
remember you used to get suckers or stickers?
Yeah, and even the dentist, when I told the dentist lady when she was cleaning my teeth, I told her this because I was going to an antique store after that was going to be my reward. Or I run down to the cross-stitch store afterward, and she goes, wow, that's a really good idea. So when the dentist came in to check my teeth, she's telling them all about this reward system. And I said, yeah, my friend Jeannie, that's her reward system. Works pretty good because it gets you through, because I hate the doctor. And I
Well, you
hate
can
the
think
dentist.
about something then.
Yes, and that's all I do while they're cleaning your teeth. I'm sitting there going, okay.
What am I looking for?
Yeah,
What do I
10
need?
more minutes, I get to go to the cross-stitch store. So she's got a good system. I like it. I adopted it. I didn't change it. I adopted it.
That's
yes.
right. Well, you can change it if you want.
No, it's good. It's a good system. So,
Yeah.
and she's right. When we were kids, we used to get, and I'm sure they still give stickers and stuff to them when they go, or pencils or whatever. We
Yeah.
don't get anything.
No.
She asked the dentist that. She said, so why don't adults get anything? He said, because they're adults. He wasn't as chipper as she was. Okay, I guess we'll move on to cross stitch.
Yep.
So we'll start with FFOs. And I brought an old FFO. I wish I could tell you how long ago. I mean, we moved into our house in 2004 and I made this. And I think I made it a year or two after we moved in. So it's probably 16, 17 years old. I tried to find the pattern. I couldn't find it. I made the frame too. It's molding. If you watch Olivia, she bought the molding too. It was either at Home Depot or Menards. And I painted it and then I put black stain over it. If you saw the back, it's not very good. I'm not showing the back. But this was done with 6 strands of floss. I can get it pretty close there. And I don't know, I don't remember what the count was, but it was a really big count because the holes in it are huge. I mean, you can see the holes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was 6 strands of floss. And the pattern, it was red, and I changed it to blue.
And it's that, how many? 6 strands over 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Very pretty.
Yeah, but that was my first one when we moved into the house. And that's what kind of got me going on. I really do want samplers hanging in my house. And then I do have 2 FFOs. This one I finished. Ooh, it's this. Should I do that maybe instead?
Very nice.
Yeah, and it's from...
Want me to hold this up?
Sure. Brenda Gervais, Keeper of the Pins? Is that what? Keeper of the Pins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, it didn't take very long. It really didn't.
What did you do it on?
36 count vintage country mocha. So that's what it looks like.
Called for threads?
Called for threads. I didn't change anything, nothing.
And those are little beads, or?
Yeah, you and I went to Hobby Lobby this last time and I got them.
That's right, yeah.
Yep. And they're called for beads. They still had them, so.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was fun. And it's filled with, I was going to say straw. It's not straw.
It's sawdust?
Sawdust. I don't know why I want to call it straw. I do every
Just
time.
don't feed sawdust to horses.
No.
But that'd be hay.
Yeah. And then,
That's on here too?
no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Here, you can hold this up. I finished this. I showed it finished last time.
Oh,
And now I fully finished it.
GBW.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And this is,
Or the fields we go.
and it's 36 count Aztec red.
Oh,
And I used
beautiful.
Valdani thread because I'm not a white person. I don't like white. And this was it's called aged white. And there's 2 kinds of aged white. P4 is really variegated, which is what I used. And then there's a P3 aged white, which is really not very variegated.
More solid.
Yeah. Has a little bit of variegation, but not much. But this was, I fully finished this. And that's
Beautiful.
The back. Yeah, I don't know if you want to see the back. If you want to see the back of this one, this is what I put on back. I mean, I have some
And you got the
others.
little mini rickrack on both.
Yeah, and this one's darker rickrack. This one's a lighter. This one was, shoot, I can't remember what their name. One was Bird Nest. And one was like aged something. Aged pewter, maybe? This one? This one's darker. This one has more variegation of the white and the dark. Thought it matched the threads really well. And this one is just, it's still variegated, but it's darker. I kind of liked it because it kind of matched the spool color.
And the backing.
Yeah, and then I picked the backing to match.
Oh, that was the step.
Okay, kiddo, that's all I got for FFOs, but I had FFOs.
Very good, Leah.
Do I pat myself on the back?
Can you reach?
Yeah, I can, believe it or not.
So on the JBW front, I did this one. I showed it last time I wasn't completely done. Peace at Christmastide. So here it
Oh,
is
isn't that beautiful?
done.
Wow, that's beautiful, Jeannie.
Yeah, I like the colors. It's a little different, but
And you did the frame, right?
yeah. And then I put in the initials of the gal who did it at first, and she did it in 1879, and then I put my initials in 2022 over there.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So, yeah.
Was the frame, did you have to cut it down or was
Nope.
it that? Oh, nice.
Nope, that was a 70-cent thrift store find.
Wow, 70 cents.
70s. It didn't have a back.
Oh.
So then on one of the snow days, I did this little one. And it is Vintage Needle Arts. The pattern is called Baby It's Cold Outside, but I did Let It Snow. And this is on 18 count Garibaldi. Sure, I put the stuff over there. Navy, I think. And then I just have some chenille yarn it is. Get the skein of yarn.
Yeah, we got that at Michael's, I think.
Yeah.
They had them on sale.
And then with the same fabric, I did, it's out of JBW Ornaments 4, the snowman.
That's so cute the way she puts all those little designs in there.
Yeah. And this one has the walnut shells. That one had sawdust. So, and then now he's making another appearance. Remember him? My ugly sweater? Well, it is Canadian Stitchery. And they have more. Not flamingos. But I did, okay, this was easier when I practiced. But there's a reindeer. There's a snowman. There's a Nordic sweater.
Oh, that one's cute.
And a Christmas tree. So, and then there are more. This is just what I did before Christmas. So now it's the whole family.
The whole family. Oh, those are cute. You can hang them on your tree.
They were. They
Oh,
lived on
okay.
the tree for a while. And the snowman and the Christmas tree have Krynick. That isn't always fun, but
Yeah, that is a little hard to work with.
yeah. But they're done. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. They look fun.
So, and then this one I had found, I had stitched this years ago. We had a Cocker Spaniel named Homer. So I stitched this, but I never made it into a stocking.
Oh, so you did it.
So I thought, I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
He still lives in our hearts.
Yeah, Homer.
Homer. We got him the first day of the 1987 World Series, which the Minnesota Twins was in. And so our kids at the time were 6 and 8 years old, and they were going to name him. Well, you know, they wanted whoever hit the first home run. They thought it would be Kirby Puckett or Kent Herbeck or something. Well, it was Dan Gladden. So they didn't want to name him Danny, so they just started calling him Home Run. And then we shortened it
To Homer.
to Homer. Yep. So those are my finishes for this time.
Okay. Do you have any just finishes?
Yep. Do you?
Nope.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have no finishes.
Was doing, this is Evertote and Modern Folk Embroidery and Roxy Floss Co. did this countdown, holiday countdown. Okay. Here it is. So I gotta, oh, get a thread out of there. Threads, loose threads. So that's that. Then I'm doing Whipco this year for the first time. And one of my Whipcos was berries. So this is from Erica Michaels English Sampler Berry.
Oh, that's pretty. I have that one.
And so I did this one here
Oh, that's pretty.
and
That one.
that one there.
Nice.
And this is on some Ada I tea and coffee dyed. So
Do you know what count?
well, I think it's 18.
Okay.
And then this Erica Michaels Welcome Berry. We got this last at 24 hours of cross stitch in November.
Mm-hmm.
So there. Now I can tackle
Making it.
finishing them.
Yeah, making a berry.
Fully finishes. So those are my finished.
Finishes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
WIPS.
So then we go on to WIPS. And I'm not doing WIPCO this year. I decided not to because when we moved into my house, and 2 years ago when we got back into cross stitch, my main goal is to make samplers. So I'm going to try to do every month work on samplers and a couple of smalls. That's kind of my plan. And I don't know, I just decided not to do WIPCO. I just want to keep working on what I've got started, what I.
Did you ever go through to see how many WIPs you have?
I thought I had like 12 or 14.
Okay. Yeah. We see all the WIP parades and stuff. It wasn't something I wanted to know myself personally, how many I have.
Oh, okay. I think I have like 12 to 14.
Okay.
I think.
So you're in a good zone.
Well, I don't think it's bad, but so one of my first samplers that I started 2 years ago.
Do you have the pattern?
Yes I do. Was Blackbird. It's called Merrily, Merrily We Welcome Spring. And so I had been working on it off and on, even on my WIPCO, and I had up to, I'll show you how far I am now, but I had up to this row. So since January 1st, I've done this row and below.
Did you have all the border?
Yes, the border was done. So I've done 1, 2, 3 rows, which I'm really happy about as I'm done with the alphabets. And now I'm working on these. So I'm going to keep working on it because I'm getting really close to a finish. If I keep working on it, it should be done soon.
What's it on?
It is on 36 count Oaken. 36 count Oaken by Picture This Plus. It's all the called for threads. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And I really love the last row of alphabets was that blue. Oh my gosh, I could have stitched that blue forever. I could have just kept going with that blue. It was called Cornflower Blue and I just loved it. It was heaven. I liked it. And then on January 1st, I did do a little start. And Jeannie made these bags for us when we went down to Welcome Stitchery because we took the strawberry class from Erica Michaels. And this one it's called Strawberry Fair. I got it at Market. There's a
sales going on.
Yeah, stitch along with this, which I didn't know about when I started it. But I thought it was a good spring project. And this is how much I've got done. Just the side part. That's what I did on the first. Yeah, it's the side. It's like this side right here. If I can get the glare out. So I've got that. I'm excited to do the strawberry. Strawberry looks fun. All those different colors. It does look fun. Okay, that's all I got for WIPs.
Okay. Another one of my WIPCO is this. And I do not speak any languages.
Quaker de la Firma.
It's a farm.
It's a Quaker of the farm, I'm guessing.
Yep. And it's on 18 count Seraphim Fabrics Chai. And this is how far I am. And I'm doing, oh, I put this right away. It is Classic Colorworks. I know this.
Yeah, it was a red.
Yeah. excuse me.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's really variegated. I mean, look at the barn. The barn has so much variegation in it. It's really cool. Current. That's right. It's funny. No, that you say that.
Yeah. And then another snow day start is Mr. Snowman. And this was in 2020 Christmas Winter Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And
Oh, you got a good start on them.
that's how far I am.
Cute. Little quilt block there.
Yeah. So those were my WIPS.
Okay, so then we move on to haul.
Oh, I was just gonna,
Oh, I didn't bring my book.
my stats
Oh, yeah, last year.
for 2022. I had 94 starts. I had 95 finishes and 83 fully finishes.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
you know, there was like pin keeps, so a lot of smalls or ornaments, but then I had some samplers too, smaller samplers. So, and it's something that I've achieved that. Now everything from there is going to be downhill.
Well, I was
right?
just going to say, now, are you going to up it? Are
No,
you going to
no,
up your
no,
game? Try
no.
for 100?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Then I would really need a reward.
But the stitching is supposed to be your reward.
Very true.
Okay, so now we're moving on to haul, and I am going to participate in the Brenda birthday sale. So I ordered the pattern. Here's the pattern. It's Martha Evans, 1879. Let's see if I can do that. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah. Now your birthdays are
Yeah,
pretty
her
close
birthday's
together.
the 16th, mine's the 18th. So this is really going to be more my birthday start than the Brenda birthday sale. But, and I do have the 40 count Hemingway. I got a half yard of the 40 count. And actually, that's pretty darn good,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. That's...
Is that one of those that you waited months and months and months and months?
No.
Oh.
This was... She knew ahead of time, I guess, that this was going to happen.
Oh.
And so she had a lot of this that she had dyed and waited.
Oh, you hadn't had that in your stash?
No, I couldn't
okay.
get it. It wasn't available. Now we know why, because she was holding on to it for this sale. So they released it, and I got it through Hobby House. Hobby House, I get their emails and stuff. And she emailed me and said she had it, so I went and ordered it right away, and I was lucky enough to get some, because I know now it's getting hard to get it.
Is that where you got the pattern from too, the chart?
I don't remember, sorry. I think so. I think I got, and then I got what thread I could, and now I do, that was kind of hard. Of course, by the time I'm getting thread, the whole world has already known about this, so everybody was out of thread, but I ordered from like 5 different places. And then that's one of the reasons Jeannie and I went down to Stitchville, is I needed 3 more silks. She had 2 out of the 3. So, and then one of the places I had ordered from sent me the last one. So, but when we were down at Stitchville, I bought these little snowbells, because I'm going to keep a tree up all year and change it out seasonally. And I thought these were cute to hang on the tree. This one is called Jangle. There's 5 of them. This is Jangle. This is Freezy. And then Jim Shore has some snowman too, because I was thinking I don't really have anything for just winter. So I have this evergreen. It's called Evergreen Snowman.
Ooh.
And he's blue. I mean, I like blue. You don't have to tell me twice. And then from JT Stitching, back when I did all that haul last time, Black Friday, well, she had a birthday sale at the same time, and you could order all these things that hadn't come in yet, that were like pre-orders. So it took a long time to get. I just got them, and which is fine. But one is this tomato roll, which I thought was just cute, because I do want a tomato bowl, so that's very cute. And I've seen it, but it was always sold out. And then this is new from Plum Street Samplers, My Heart's Welcome. And again, it has a blue house. I know everybody likes red houses. Nah, I mean, I like red houses, but blue, I'll take blue any day. And then this one, she just had this on her site, and again, it's called Little Sampler Series, and this one is Hannah's
Hands.
Little Sampler, and it's From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. But again, it has a lot of blue in it, and it's little. I thought it'd be cute. You know, you have to mix little samplers in with your big samplers. And this isn't new. I mean, it's been around, but it's George and Martha. It's a pin keep for 4th of July.
Oh, but George and Martha, that could be next year or next month for President's Day.
Oh, it could be.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Marching orders.
Okay, marching orders. And then this is new from Plum Street Samplers too. It's called Yuletide Delivery. I mean, I'm sure you've seen these sitting out there. And then now Jeannie and I, you got to remember, we started back in cross stitch when you couldn't get fabric.
Yeah.
We don't even know. I mean, to this day, some of these fabrics, I don't even know what they look like in real life because we've never even been able to find them. Well, 123 Stitch posted they had 40 Count Legacy by Picture This Plus, and the first time I missed it. And then she said at the bottom, she said, I'm getting more in really soon. So every morning I woke up, I kept looking, and boom, there it was. So then I ordered a half yard of 40 Count Legacy. And it's pretty modeled. It's got a lot of modeling in it. And that's a pretty good picture of it, isn't it? Don't you think? It's got a lot of gold in it and plain, but I was excited. I mean, like I say, we started back when we couldn't get these and you hate to order something online because okay, you see that picture, what does it really look like in real life? So we've had a really hard time finding what fabric looks like. And then our friend Charlotte uses these ballpoint needles. Shoot, I should have taken this out of the bag. Sorry for the crinkle. I might not even be able to get it out of the bag. I don't know. But they're ballpoint, and they have a little extra ball on the end. I mean, you're not going to be able to see
the tip?
this. Yeah, in the very tip, there's a little extra ball at the very end. And she said, with that little ball, you don't split your threads when you're going through. So I thought I'd give them a try and see if they work or not. But you get 2. They aren't that cheap. But
you just got those. Didn't you just mention it Saturday night?
Yeah, but these came with this from 123 Stitch.
Oh.
Well, no, she had mentioned it to me earlier.
Oh, okay.
Then when you talked to her.
Okay.
And then from JT Stitches too, I've never gotten this book, and since it was I think everything was 20% off on her site, so I got that.
Oh, that's my salute to Abigail. Yeah. I've done.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lisa from Kindred Stitcher showed this on her Flosstube, and I thought it was really cute. And she had the long part done, and it's called The Stitcher's Christmas. And the sayings are really cute. It says, on the 12th day of the Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 pairs of gingers, 11 golden needles, 10 cuts of linen, 9 bags of buttons, 8 silver thimbles, 7 fine new patterns, 6 chatelaines, 5 skeins of silk, 4 hours free to stitch, 3 stitching frames, 2 sewing birds, and a hat box full of over-dyed threads. And so you can do it all in one piece, or you could break it up and do it into different individual things. But I thought that was pretty cute. I'm not so cutesy person, but once in a while cute gets me, and that got me. Okay, that's all I got.
Wow. Okay. When I did that holiday countdown with Modern Folk Embroidery, Roxy Floss Co. and Evertote, we got this pattern on the 25th day. And Dream of a Winter Garden. And then this is the floss that was left from the countdown. Got 25, you got a skein of floss every day. So there's close to enough to do this, or you might have to substitute, he said.
That's a pretty cool idea.
But yeah, so that could be fun. And then when we were down at Stitchville, I got some 20 count Ada, Vintage Country Mocha, and Moss Green. And then this Love Luck. And then I got a Jim Shore.
Ooh,
This
that
is
has blue in it too.
Snowman with Cocoa.
Oh yeah, but he's got a lot of blue in his body.
This is mine. And then our good friend Charlotte, who had told her about the needles, told me about this tacky mat for when you're doing Mill Hill beads. So I thought, well, I got to try it.
Yeah, I remember that now. I'll have to order one of those because if we're doing Mill Hills, there's a lot of beads involved.
Yeah. So that's it for my haul for stitching.
Okay, you have that happiness there. Do you want to show that?
That was going to be in quilting.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so plans. We are going down next Friday, a week from tomorrow, to another 24 hours across.
Weather permitting.
Yeah. First time I had sciatica pain, second time I hit a deer. I'm a little nervous about going, but I'm going. I'm not gonna let it get me. We're doing this. It'll be fine.
And she's driving.
Yeah, it's my turn to drive. Oh, it's gonna be pitch black on all these country roads. I don't know. Took me 2 months to get my car back.
Well, once we leave from your house and get on 35, it's freeway.
Oh, are you coming to my house?
Yeah.
Oh,
Usually the driver leaves from your house.
well, that just means...
Unless...
No, that's better. Because I thought, I was driving here today going, counting the dead deer on the side of the road. As I'm driving here going, oh my gosh. I didn't know you were coming to me. That's way better. Because then we can just go down 8 and get on 35 and we're on our way.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah. I'm happy
I
now.
only came to your house last time because you didn't have a vehicle to
'cause I
finish
hit a
coming to my
deer.
house.
I know, but you were so nice to do that so we could still go. So, oh, if you're coming to my house, I'm not worried at all. Thank you. I can breathe again.
Sure. Don't think about me.
Yeah, but you got a truck. I
Yeah.
don't even know you'll even notice if you hit a deer.
I got the little truck though.
Yeah, but it's still a big truck. It's just shorter. It's still the same height and the big.
But it's about the same wheelbase as your van.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
on my license, when I go to get my license, it says
A
I own
light
a truck.
Yeah.
It says a truck. So, okay, so we're gonna do that next Friday and Saturday, and then I mean, if you really want to look ahead in April, we're going to Silver Needle to see Beth
Oklahoma.
Twist. Yeah, we're gonna see Beth Twist, and that's for a weekend. So we'll probably be on 6 or 7 days to do that. So I'm getting kind of excited about that now that the calendar flipped to this year because we signed up for that a long time ago.
We'll have to make another payment soon. But
Yeah, February I think is our last payment. So
yeah.
that'll be something to look forward to.
And I'm going to continue with second month of WIP Go. I made the first month, so I can do it.
Yes. And my problem was I was changing it every month because I'd like what I was working on, or I didn't, all of a sudden it was time to switch. It was like, oh, I don't want to work on that. So then I put something else in the square and I thought, well, why do WIP Go if I was changing it every month? And I really want to get some samplers done. And that first sampler I showed you that's finished, I'll show you where that hangs. I'll try to put a picture in the beginning. It hangs in my bedroom on this wall that's pretty bare. I can put
waiting for more samplers.
I could put a lot of samplers on that wall and it wouldn't even look crowded. So I really do want to get some samples, and they take a while. You'll just get to see my progress, and I'm gonna fit in some smalls too. So, but this one you don't need to worry. She gets a bazillion done every month anyway. You're just lickety split. That needle's always on fire.
Rewards.
Yes, rewards. Okay, so that's it for cross stitch. So those of you that only watch cross stitch, we'll see you next time.
Bye. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, if you like us, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. So we're going to go on to quilting now. FFOs. I do have an FFO. I didn't just finish it. I finished it a while ago. Jeannie and I used to go with our friend Karen that passed away to a church twice a year.
Yeah, they had a fundraiser for their youth.
And it was for scrapbooking, so she and Karen used to go and scrapbook. Well, then they kind of opened it up more, so you could do
Crafting.
kind of crafting. So then I would bring my sewing machine and I would sew while these two scrapbooked. And the quilt I worked on then was, it's called Laura's 1870 Cradle Quilt, and it's by Quilts Remembered. And this is what it looks like. It's 25.5 by 28.5. And I hang it in my quilting room, but this is what it looks like. It was really fun to make. It has a lot of, it had all Civil Wars. I used all my own fabric. I just bought the pattern, so. And I like the border because it's just a different kind of border. And you flop the stars in where you want them, and it was a very cute quilt, and I had fun making it. And it was an easy quilt to make at that class because you're talking and stuff, so.
Have everything cut, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I did is on the last row, I think I reversed it or something, and I had to rip it out a couple times. Don't ask me.
Talking too much.
Yeah, I talked too much. Because then all of a sudden it was like I looked at Jeannie and said, oh my God, I got to rip it out again. I remember that. And you were laughing at me going, oh, okay. Do you have any FFOs? Yes,
I do.
Behind you.
This one here is called Running with the Deer. And it's a quilt from J&J Stitches down Madison, Wisconsin. So that one is done.
We can at least get it a little closer for me.
It's got 9 patches on point, and then the printed
I
strip
can
in
remember
between.
this because this would be a cute idea for my bench to do those 9 patches on point in between the rows.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea. Because I was going to ask for your help on those, but...
Yeah, and then you can make it whatever. This is the size because this is the width of fabric. So...
we bought that one with the birds.
That's vertical though, isn't it?
Well, I think it's a whole piece. So I was going to ask you what you were going to do with that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that'd be like just adding borders, right?
Yeah.
To get it to the size you want.
Okay. Now this... There. Gotta get it even. Get it straight.
You don't want a crooked quilt hanging in the back.
No, I've got one hanging on the... Okay, so that was it for FFOs.
Now, do you have a finish?
No.
Okay. I do not either have a finish. I'm still working on my ring quilt. I'm getting close. Real close.
And we're filming at my house today, so on my design, I can see a block out of the whack too. I got my design wall. I'm working on, it's GE Designs Lexi is the name of the quilt. I'm doing it in red and whites. So that's back on the design wall.
Yeah, so that is the one that's out of...
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. I just wanted to finish it up and it should be turned. Yep.
Yep, you're right. Jeannie and I go to it's called the Cutting Edge Quilt Store.
You've started.
I started. It's called Scraps of Kindness. It's by Kim Deal. When they have a club, we're called Sisters in Stitches. And it starts in January, goes till December.
A monthly meeting.
Yeah, and you get 4 different this year it's 4 different choices of projects you can pick from. And Jeannie and I both picked, it's Kim Deal, and it's called Scraps of Kindness. And this is what the quilt looks like. And this is my printer, and that's the best picture I could find online. It's a monthly thing, and it's really 6 months. If you go online, there are other online shops like Homestead Hearth or something like that is doing it. I mean, you could find it if you like it. It's called Scraps of Kindness by Kim Deal.
And the finished quilt will be 56.5 by 64.5.
And this month we got all the fabric, which Jeannie will show you. They gave us all the fabric for it. And then every other month we will get a pattern to do 6 blocks. And these are our first 6 blocks, which I can probably get them on here all at once, right? Right, maybe, or at least 4.
So
4. I don't know if the flying geese go up or down.
Oh, so there's 2 of each?
Yeah, but they're different. Even though it's 2 of each, they're different color waves.
Yeah, but they're the same pattern.
Yeah, it's the same pattern. She just threw in different colors. And these are separate. I mean, if I pull it down, you can see that those are separate blocks. So those are the first 2 blocks I did. And then these are the second 2 blocks I did. And there's different browns you do for the spool. I just thought it was kind of cute because it's spools, and then and this one was fun. And I mean, she did the old-fashioned way where you actually cut the half-square triangles, but you do it what she says because then you're not wasting. And
Right.
you still have some half squares that are sitting there not doing anything, but that's what they look like.
Nice.
Yeah, so those were the 6 blocks for this time. And
Okay, now, how many years do you think you've been in this club?
maybe 5, 6.
Okay. And out of those 5, 6 years, how many projects have you done?
This is the first one.
And we just got it on Monday,
I
and
know.
she's done.
Well, I'm enjoying this one. Kim Deal, it's not, I mean, I love Civil War, and Kim Deal isn't Civil War. She's got some look of Civil War, but to me, she's brighter. And I hate to use the word cutesy, but she's a little more cutesy. She kind of reminds me of Debbie Mum a little bit. I don't know why I get that feeling when I look at her fabric, but I do. But it's fun. And you could I can easily mix Civil Wars in with this if I wanted to. Because some of the Civil Wars, they're reproduction fabrics, but they don't really always follow the rules. Like the pinks are brighter, there's brighter golds. And I don't think back in those days when all the fabric was so dark, I don't think there were those brights. I'd have a hard time believing that these brights would pop out. Maybe, I don't know.
It's kind of like samplers, if you look at the thread behind them, that hasn't faded, they're brighter.
That's true. That
so
is
maybe
true. Yeah, maybe it's your take on, if you can find, I know like a lot of the reds and the browns and was it the blues, they would literally change into a different color.
Yeah.
Because of the dye, with the sun hitting the dye, you'd have a blue and all of a sudden it was pink, or it would be a different color, and they'd have to figure out what the original color was. So that's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
So do you have any WIPS for your sewing?
Just what's
on the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so now we move on to plans. You got...
Well, haul.
Oh, haul.
Yeah. From the same club for Christmas, we got this Sewing Mends the Soul little Christmas present, and then it had a little notepad in there.
That's very cute.
And then for Christmas from Adam and Katie and the grandkids, I got this hook, or
sewing machine hook.
Yeah. So I'm going to put that up on that wall above the thermostat there, and hang some little cross-stitch smalls on it.
Sure. That's a great idea.
So,
okay.
There we go.
Plans, I'm going to try to finish my ring quilt this month because we're going down to Sewing Seeds. It's in New Ulm,
Minnesota.
They're having their anniversary sale on the 25th. It's 2 days, but we're going down on the 25th, right?
I think it's the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's 25% off. But if you are going to buy a back to your quilt, you have to bring your quilt top in, and you get 25% off. Otherwise, you get 20% off of everything in the store. So I'm really going to work on getting that ring quilt done because that's a king-size quilt. I would like to get backing for that. At 25% off, that's a really good deal.
I should get this red and white one done
Yes,
too.
you should. Or at least if you know the dimensions, you'd still get 20% off
Yeah.
on the back. And I wonder if you have several of the rolls done and they're sewed together, couldn't you just say, well, I'm not quite done, and bring it?
I don't know how.
I don't know how picky they're going to be about that, because I would think if you're bringing in your quilt top, they should be happy with whatever you got done. That's my theory.
If you'd own the store, that would be her rules.
Well, I mean, they're still selling fabric, but I suppose if they're going to be picky about the 5% difference, could be. Who knows? I would still bring it and try. Who can't get... So they say no. So, okay, fine. Okay, I think that's it for us. Boy, this is a short video, 43 minutes. Wow. You guys can just move on to stitching.
Yeah.
Or go find somebody else to watch now. So we'll be back in probably about 3 weeks. We were trying for 3 weeks. We've been trying for a long time.
Yeah, scheduling.
I know. So, we'll see you then, I guess. Anything else you want to add?
I can't think of it now. I will as soon as she turns it off.
I know there'll be something I forgot to show or something, but
yeah.
So keep on stitching, gang, and keep on sewing, and we'll see you in about 3 weeks.
Yep. I'm Jeannie.
I'm Leanne.
We're the Loose Thread
Stitchers.
Stitchers. Bye.
Bye.